one play out. That's how we get stuff done around here.
Can't stop, won't stop.
35 seconds, one timeout, need a touchdown, we got the touchdown.
Kaiser Reynolds from Sexton High in Lansing, and Blake Treadwell. Mark D'Antonio, the head coach, is his godfather.
You come here as a freshman, you don't know which way is right and left on the football field. So it's amazing how being here for 5 years now, growing with my brothers, my seniors, finally be able to do something very special your senior year. It's a truly humbling experience.
We added a 10th coach, so Coach Treadwell comes back as the 10th coach. He's got his 4 years here, 3 years with me, so he's very familiar with Michigan State. This is actually his 3rd time on staff here.
Probably the earliest memories would be from the time he was barely able to walk. You know, him and Dad would be on the living room floor just wrestling and technically emulating football. I would use the football language, of course, and I think he grew to understand that right away.
The earliest memory I have for football was probably back in 1996 or 1997 when I was 6 or 7 years old, and my dad was coaching at Stanford, and we played Michigan State in the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas.
You're kind of a product of, number one, how you've maybe been raised, so I would credit my father with a lot of the whatever attributes that other people see. You don't overly self-critique your style. At the end of the day, you're just trying to get your message across. So maybe I would find the word discipline. I mean, that's kind of how I was raised. I've seen that in many of the head coaches that I've worked for and many of the assistants that I've worked with. And I think in the game of football, typically you hear that word quite often, but it has an impact. So at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get the point across the best I can so that our young men can take it and move and do well with whatever we're asking them to do expectation-wise.
As a player, what I saw when he was at Michigan State, he was very detailed, strict about the details. Though at the end of the day, he was always positive.
Switch it up the next time through. Yep. There you go.
Positive reinforcement, I guess, as you'll call it. But if anything, though, he was very particular about how he wanted certain things done.
Now, no, just get the elbows a little bit more in. You're kind of chicken winging it a little bit still.
I really don't believe you find your coaching style until you have your own group of guys. So hopefully when that time comes, it'll be great. I'll say for me right now, it's kind of, I'm going to be the understanding coach, be critical about certain details, but as well, they'll be able to, be open, it'll be a two-way door for the players.
The goal of the Michigan Human Trafficking Task Force is to prevent and abolish slavery in modern times. And we do that through acting as an absolute advocate for victims in every way.
Human trafficking is such a big issue, and it's a growing issue, and people are just now learning about it and seeing how my grandma is educating people, and even being 80 years old, she's still working and still giving back to the community. It's so inspiring, and I would like to be like her one day. I would like to be as great as she is and giving back to people.
I think it's also inspiring because human trafficking, it's a nasty subject. And the fact that she can stay positive throughout that and stay positive for the victims.
She's a really great role model for us.
Yeah. And I remember growing up, we had 3 family members who were part of the Chelsea Police Department. And my grandpa always stopping by in his uniform and his police car, and he let us check out all the little gadgets and everything in his police car. And I was so fascinated with his badge. I think I also was really interested in my dad, who was a police officer. So I remember always going up to my dad in his uniform.
Show off.
And I would actually show off so much.
My dad is a police officer.
Yeah, I would stand by him.
Ever since we were little, we used to, every Saturday night at 8 o'clock, we would watch Cops. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? And then my grandma was one of the first police officers in Lansing. Back then, it's incredible to have women as police officers. It was not very common. Her telling us her accomplishments, that kind of motivated us.
It is a part of us There's obviously conversation, there's obviously a lot of storytelling, there's obviously a lot of pictures, there's a lot of inside jokes that occur when you are working in criminal justice.
We don't like to admit it, but we are best friends. We do everything together. Growing up, we had bunk beds together, so we slept in the same room together. We did all the same sports. We have the same friends.
Growing up, no one would really know who was who. We would be known as the Cole Twins.
Our identity is us together.
The Cole Twins.
Maggie and Megan were the true twins of all times. They laughed together, they giggled together, they talked together, they had secret codes in terms of words. They both achieved kinds of things together. I never felt it was because someone required of them. They honestly wanted to do that themselves.
It's an automatic best friend. Like, it's kind of weird. We will just see someone and then we'll look at each other and like we'll be thinking the same thing. I'll say a comment, she'll be like, oh my gosh, I was thinking the same thing.
We are in the dog days of camp. You know, the days get long, seems monotonous, a lot like Groundhog Day, where you hit the alarm and you're off and running and you're doing the same thing over and over again. But these are the most important days because these are when you're fatigued, these are when you're tired. This is November, this is the fourth quarter, this is overtime. This is the time when you really need to be sharp in your craft.
Footwork, you get one inside, there you go.
You know, my dad was one, of course. I say now I'm being a graduate assistant here. Coach Staten, Coach Bowman are kind of like my role models that I kind of would, you know, like to be. They're the type of guys that, you know, as I eventually hopefully get my own job, I rely on them a lot to kind of mentor me and kind of ask some questions.
Good.
What do you think about this coach or that coach? So really those two guys for sure.
Go again.
I think through the process of time, you're hoping that you're doing the best you can, number one as a father, of course, in raising them and moving forward with them, but then you're also praying, if you will, that there's others that are pouring into his life also. You've seen him grow because he's worked with different coaches. They've each poured into him, and I think he has kind of been wise enough to take a little bit of this and a little bit of that from each one that he's had the privilege of working with to ultimately stir into the pot to become who he is. So it's been really neat to watch him grow in every aspect.
Here we go, AJ.
Oh, that's it. Pop it out, roll through. Make sure he can't get back down on it. Wait for your partner there, Josiah. Wait for your.
When I had that privilege to return to the Spartan family, knowing that he was already here, then I knew that would be something very unique. Now you can enjoy, if you will, not only time spent at the office, brainstorming, having fun together and having your chalk talks, even when we're at home, because it's like a hobby for us, we're able to do that there as well. So it's been really fun.
It was a little weird when you were staying on my couch for the first couple of nights, to be honest with you, but all fun and games though. It's not really changed, me and his relationship. It's just more of my role is different now. I'm not that player, I'm not that kid. I'm working with him. Me and him trying to be each other, who gets first in the office to go and work out now. So stuff like that maybe has changed. I think if anything though, we both have an understanding, how we both work. And as well, I'm not afraid to ask him a question. There's no dumb question to ask. I'm gonna ask him a question, he'll tell me his full honest opinion, and as well, help me keep growing, becoming a better coach.
To a certain degree, I don't know that you could have scripted it any better to watch your son chase his dream, if you will, and then have an opportunity through Coach D'Antonio and Michigan State University to come here to pursue his dream, become a part of the Spartan Nation, have the humbleness to just keep his head down and work hard, but then be able to actually contribute, as a part of the program at his position. He's been coached by great coaches, along the way that have all poured into him. And then to sum it all up, to be a captain his senior year, to walk out on the field as the captain of the Rose Bowl team with his other teammates, it's been, couldn't have been scripted any better. So the word awesome comes to mind. It's been really a really neat journey to watch unfold.
I guess I'm more excited now of kind of seeing us working together, kind of going through that grind in that season, the ups and downs. And at the end of the day, whatever happens, we both got each other's back.
When it comes to football, it's all from top down. So we're simply thankful that we have an opportunity to assist Coach D'Antonio in his vision for our program. So everything that he specifically lays out as a foundation and an expectation for the team, then it's our job as father and son, because we're a part of that, working towards making sure that we do the best we can with the young men that we're privileged to work with to help Coach D'Antonio, his big vision for our football program, move forward and in the direction he wants it to.
These days are obviously the most important part of our season, getting ready. It's real hot out here. We're working real hard, going 17, 18 periods some days, and it's definitely a grind. And just to get to the dog days of camp, you're sore. You got to wake up every morning to come out here and just push through. So when you get out into the games, when you get out in the Spartan Stadium and get ready to play, man, you've been through it. You've done the hard work. You've put the hours in. You put the time in. So once you get out there, it's easy. You're ready to go.
These dog days is only for dogs. That's what they're called, dog days for, and it's a grind. So every day we come out here and grind. Not necessarily want to be out here all the time, but we coming out and we getting the job done.
We're running everything today.
Sure.
We running. Let's go. The ball's off the side here.
Honestly, it's pretty tough right now. Just day after day, just bashing heads in. But David Dahl had a pretty good quote the other day. Said, once you sweep the floor once, it's not clean forever. So we just gotta keep at it every day and keep working hard and just stay after it. Get ready for the season.
One snap and you're either going there, there, or there. Real straight down. Set, hit.
And it's the little things. It's the little things when your mind's tired, your body's sore, that you got to make sure you continue to pound into these young men, and that they understand how critical, how important, in the difference in a 5-yard run and perhaps a 50-yard run for a touchdown.
If you want to play, if you want to be in the prime time and the big lights, you got to be ready to go. And no matter how much depth you have, there's going to be injuries, there's going to be issues. So you're going to need people that are going to have to step up, and some kids are going to have to step up and grow up quick. So I got to hop on them, ride them a little bit. But at the end of the day, I love them. We're all teammates.
My best friend was doing it, and so then I was like, sure, why not? But you weren't, so...
No. I mean, we were in 7th grade and going to be playing on a varsity team because they didn't have enough players. And so I was just terrified. I was like, this is going to be preseason. It's going to be terrible. They're going to make us run. And all these high schoolers are going to be so mean. But thank goodness my mom forced me to go and play, because obviously the girls, we fell in love with the girls and fell in love with the sport, and it was not like I had thought, and it was awesome.
I played more of a forward, she played more of a midfield, at least growing up.
I would pass you the ball, and then you would score. That's pretty much how it went. So I'm like, ooh, 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 and then I'm like, I sense her over here, and so I just pass, and then she's like, I sense her back, and then she passed it back to me. We just feel each other.
They're strong competitors. They're not out there just running. I mean, it's very, very aggressive. They take the field, they own it. And I think the appreciation of the teamwork concept is something that will be really important to them as we look on their careers.
Michigan State has such an amazing criminal justice programs. My grandpa got his degree at Michigan State for criminal justice.
Even if we decided that field hockey wasn't something that we wanted to do in college, I think that we both would still be going to Michigan State, just because it's been in the family and it's such a great university.
But this is about you, because you got to understand where your trust level is and find out that most of us do have some issues with the trust.
Like my teammates and my friends at MSU, they don't really know the severity of human trafficking. I want to spread the word with that and kind of tell them.
Have you got the other list?
I do.
Is that on there? Does it need to be under? I cannot tell you how very grateful I was that I would have 2 young people who were so dedicated to the cause of humanity. You see, that's really the issue for criminal justice, is what do you want your law enforcement to be, your police officers?
So this is the 2017 one. There's like 200.
Working with human trafficking and learning about it, educating ourselves about it is a good way for us to learn a different aspect of like criminal justice.
And there's a lot of like police departments that are part of the human trafficking task force. It's a big thing that police departments are to be educated about human trafficking, and so they can recognize signs of human trafficking that's happening, so they can help victims, and then they can pick up and arrest predators. So that's a big thing, and we can learn signs, so when we are police officers ourselves, we can help with that.
Biggest issue with human trafficking is that many people recognize when it's happening, and it's crazy because we learned from our grandma that human trafficking is all around us. Even on a college campus, it's happening, and people just don't recognize the signs of it, and that's why this issue is so big and it's growing, and nothing is really being done to stop it. It's because people don't know or don't see the signs of it. So learning and being with my grandma has helped us educate ourselves on that, and has helped us talk to our teammates or our friends or other people and help them know the signs of it too. So it's kind of a domino effect. I think being an athlete too, we're kind of in the spotlight too, so that's really helpful, and informing people on this subject. And so I think just by being informed by my grandma and being kind of behind the scenes on what goes on in the Michigan Human Trafficking Task Force, we have really great voices that we can share information about it.
They can coordinate services, medical and law enforcement.
Oh, instead of it's almost gonna be weird because we've always been on the sideline and watching like my dad and my grandpa do it all. So I don't know, it's almost gonna be weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm obviously gonna be super excited, but it's gonna be funny if ever comes the chance that like I can pull my grandpa over for speeding or something like that. That's my like goal, is to just do that and freak him out, but we'll see.
So bad. I mean, it's like a dream come true. Once we graduate here, we go to the police academy and then hopefully get hired by some police department, and then we're in the real world. It's crazy. And I don't know if we're gonna work together in the same police department. I don't know if police departments hire twins. I don't know if that's a thing, but we'll see. I'm excited to see what we do in the future.
I couldn't ask for anything better. No, it's everything that you wanted. I mean, if you want me to cry, I'll cry and tell you how much it means to me. It means to our family, because I know the impact that these young women are going to have based on what they have done. They're very industrious, very hard-working people who have great souls.
One of my biggest things in life is I love helping people. So being a police officer is more than just like enforcing the rules and the laws and all this stuff, but a lot of policing is about helping other people and being there for people and being a part of the community and making that community better. So we grew up in Chelsea, and that was an amazing community, and I just saw all the police officers around like helping us out, and the reason why that we're here today. And I think being police officers is a great way to give back to the community and help others.
Obviously, we're back and forth, talk about it, watch film, but get yourself ready, get yourself fired up for tomorrow. Okay, boys, you gotta get up and go. We're rating your tackle there, go! Hey, boom.
The whole team, man, we are one tight-knit family, offense, defense. You know what I mean? It's towards the end of camp, so all that beef and stuff is squashed, and we all Spartan dogs getting ready to go, man. The place buzzing, you know what I mean? Spartan Stadium gonna be rocking next Friday.
We have excitement coming out to practice every day. Whether it's the 10th day, when they get challenged, they've responded. Our guys have done a really nice job in embracing our young players as well. So you'll see some young players involved, I think, as the season grows. We've had over 400 plays of scrimmage plays in that stadium. I think, you know, that's the best gauge for how you're going to play on the field. So I think we got everything done we want to do. We came out relatively healthy. We're looking forward to next Friday, and you know, but I thought this is end of one aspect of our program, phase one as we call it, and we'll begin phase 2, which is the start of our football season next Friday night.
So we're just trying to play a little trick on my other players. All right, thank you.
Is this Crumb? Is this Crumb? What's up, Crumb?